Peace, peace, peace. It's your boy Juice Winner, you know? And this is how they killed the Black Revolution. 365. Today I wanted to talk to you about King T and the two songs that, I think they're connected. One is pardon me, I'm about to light this up. We have Black Together Again, right? And then we have Colorblind, right? Now, the message in both of those songs is totally different, but the same. Like one is, Black Together Again is talking about the struggles and conflicts within, the Black community with the police officers, right? So he's talking about all of these, these setbacks that you got to go through with that system. You know what I mean? So to say Black Together Again was an inspiration to uniting the people, you know, and so I can relate to that. Just starting off like like yo, we can do this, but as you go on, especially when they brought the gangs in, once they brought the gangs in, that's colorblind, and this whole song was basically about, it wasn't his song actually, it's some Ice Cube song, you know what I mean, but he's on it. But like I said, the message that he gave was in contrast to the Black Together Again and same gang. You know what I mean? So when we look at our people, we have, like I said, we have two fights. And if you fight your people, it's like a no-win situation, because the minute you start fighting your people, there's no looking towards the white man. I mean, sure, you could look at him when it comes to how you say, um minding, like no snitching, and when you get arrested for selling drugs, it's fuck the police. You know what I mean? That's what that is. When it comes to the gangbangers. When it comes, like, we have a whole slew of people. I was gonna say two, but we have a whole slew of people. You know what I mean? Who say fuck the police, and it's not with this. How do you say how do you say this? Without their beef being the same. You know what I mean? Like, there are people who really was driving down the street because of your actions. The gangbanger, the drug dealer, or whatever the case may be. Believe it or not, you contributed to the harassment. You know what I mean? Because imagery is everything. They what you call it? Profile the people. Because simply, they looked a certain way, and not everybody was doing the same thing. So you have a group of people saying fuck the police, but they won't know that really, you know what I mean? They should be mad at their people, because if you got them harassing me just because you're killing the people, I can understand if they harassing me because you was going after them. You understand what I'm saying? Now I gotta keep silent. That's when I apply, my no snitching rule. For me, no snitching was always a thing of the neighborhood. Meaning that um if they come in, you know what I mean, to our community, they're fair game. and nobody is supposed to say nothing. But when it comes to the black community, the only time they ain't got a problem telling the cops is when you do something to white people, because then their drug dealer side comes in or whatever. Oh, yo, you making this hot, and you see. So then that's how you know it's just all about capital. So it's not really about this injustice. You know what I mean? And that's what we have to face. That there's this this injustice that sure we could say about the police, but how much of it is um unnecessary? You understand what I'm saying? Like, why would you want regular people harassed just because you killing them too? And so both of y'all can say this, fuck the police, and now there's a um a misconception of why people are saying it. There's a whole group over here who's predators. They are predating on our own people. And so they're saying fuck the police and stop snitching based on the fact that they want to be able to do you harm. And they don't want no interruptions. You understand what I'm saying? And so when I'm listening to Colorblind, I'm listening to a brother actually say it was safer and better in jail, because in jail, it's black and white. So now he's safer because now his people understand that there is a bigger enemy. That's one thing I do like about the West Coast, and that's why like you'll see me, throughout this whole thing. Trust me, a lot of West Coast music, because I feel that the strongest Black Pride movement is actually in the place of the most Black self hate. You understand what I'm saying? Like, meaning that when they go to jail and there's three prides in California: Black pride, brown pride, and white pride. You understand what I'm saying? So, all of that, I'm not black and I'm melanated and all. Listen, man, that's in your own fucking community. Everybody else outside of your community, that's just what it is. So with that being said, is why I wanted to play those two songs, just due to the fact that it's showing our problem from the same person who's telling you about Black pride is also telling you the struggle of being around Black people. Like this the struggle is two-sided. And so on one side, how do you sorry, I'm looking for something to play. Um how do you let me go into the whole hold on. We'll play some America's Most. As a matter of fact, I just continue playing King T. All right. Hold on a minute here. Don't play this at your own risk. All right. So, like I said, when we thinking about our community, we're thinking about it in the sense of, one, we accept the self hate for some reason. The getting it out the mud and all of that. We like, that's cool, because they gave us that. They gave us getting it off our own. The mud is the browns, the blacks. So you're getting it out of your own people. You understand what I'm saying? So you remember that. when you hear somebody saying they getting it out the mud, they getting it out of you. They not even looking over at people with real money. And the whole time you played the game, now look, dudes is moving over to crypto. You know what I'm saying? All of that, being able to get what you thought you was getting before is over now. You understand what I mean? It's over now. So they killed the revolution. They distracted you, gathered all of the alphas, put them together. You know what I'm saying? Had them fight it out, and now look what we got. These I'm not even gonna say it. At this point, there's just so many that everybody is looking at you like you crazy. They don't even see it because they're in it. So it's like, like I said, so I try to talk to the youth, give them some information, but at the same time, I understand that they have already been infected with all of that. You know what I mean? Like, dudes sat there, watched Lil Wayne kiss a man, right, and didn't say nothing. They made all excuses. Now, when you see all of these little kids looking like that and doing that, you want to blame the little kids, but you look the other way for Lil Wayne. That shit crazy. You understand what I'm saying? You look the other way for fucking Birdman. You look the other way for who's the Young Thug. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all look the other way for all of that. But then when it comes down to Lil Nas X, now y'all want to fucking, you understand what I'm saying? Get mad. You know what I mean? I stopped listening from then. I was mad from then. So maybe the greatest of the, if you kissing men, of course. You got a whole fan base over there who supports that. In fact, they probably, the powers that be are investing in you. I mean, they literally, you getting rich. You understand what I'm saying? But it's because they needed that out there. You see what I'm saying? So they could make you go multi-platinum. You understand what I'm saying? They can make you go multi-platinum because they need that message. They're how do you say it? Mascot. You understand what I'm saying? That's when you say about the sacrificial lambs and the scapegoats and all of that, where you put these people there. You understand what I'm saying? You put them there. And so now that they there, you know what I mean? And you are impressed by financial gain, you know what I mean? Because remember, you willing to kill your own for $1. You understand what I'm saying? You willing to kill your own for $1. So why, just why, you know what I'm saying? What I believe that your interest is in, the blackness. You have already came to the conclusion that it's financial gain, money over everything. Right? These are the things that was being promoted. You know what I'm saying? And so this is what we gotta really consider inside our community. So like I said, the first parts I'm dealing with us. I'm looking at us because a lot of people always, they don't want to look internal. You know what I'm saying? And so with that, I'm gonna tell you, a story of mine, a person. Like I said, everything. These are all personal, events. So, um, like I said, here it is. I'm at this point in my life, I'm running with like I'm like a Brooklyn nigga uptown and shit. You know what I'm saying? Mad. I'm knowing all the like the stick up kids uptown and like, you know what I mean? We running around and we doing what we do. But like I said, I was always into getting, you know, the opposite, race. I wanted to give anybody, not in fact, not even the opposite race, anybody with money because that would mean that it wasn't us. I don't care if a nigga sold all of that drugs, everything that he got to go through, man, that shit ain't nothing. It ain't his. Look at all of them fucking drug dealers, right? And I don't. When people go, oh yeah, that's why we ain't got nothing. And I said, listen, man, that was a setup anyway. They never was gonna give it to him. They was putting those dudes in those positions, and that was it. When the time came, they was going down too. So I don't blame them for the not really obtaining part. I blame them for not obtaining because, pardon me, not obtaining due to the fact that you couldn't see. So all of the damage that you done. When you look at snowfall, you understand what I'm saying? You see that damage. So, I'm running with like I said, 15, 20 dudes. So one day I'm on my porch. You know what I'm saying? And my grandma, she woke up and up the stairs, she going to the crib. You know what I'm saying? And my pops came out, you know what I'm saying, and he called me to the side. And he was like, yo, you know, you love, he asked me did I love him. I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Fuck you talking about. So then he switched it up, like, yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yo, let me ask you a question. Do you love your grandmother? And I was like, again, like, yeah, what the fuck kind of question is that? You know what I'm saying? And he was like, yo, listen, you got a bunch of dudes who's committing criminal acts. You got these people right where you live. You understand what I'm saying? And you are young. It wasn't like I said, we was in our teens. So it wasn't like these were people you knew. These are people you gathering around. And when they not around, you don't know what they doing. You understand what I'm saying? So one day, I'm upstairs in my room, you know what I'm saying, and I come downstairs. So my grandmother was like, oh, did you get a chance to make that phone call? I was like, phone call? What are you talking about? She was like, yeah, didn't you call? And like at this time, they was doing what is that shit called? Like reverse charges. So like if I want to, like, say I don't have no money or something, if I pick up the phone, and I call the operator, I tell them, yo, listen, just charge it to this, home phone number. But they'll call that home phone number and make sure that it's okay to for them to, reverse the charges. So you know, now me, my thing is I knew one of the dudes inside my circle that used to do that. You see what I'm saying? Or he did it at the time. I'm saying used to because this is all back in the days. So, I knew somebody who did that. And so the first thing I said is, oh, word? Because my thing is you thinking that you set yourself up in a position not to be played with, or, you understand what I'm saying? And I learned in movies, everybody. You ever look in the movies, it'd be like the little geeky dude. He might be the computer dude or whatever, but mind you, if shit goes south, he's getting the same time as the rest of these dudes, right? And he's willing to risk it for the money. My thing is, okay, I get it. Anybody is gonna willing to take the risk. You see what I'm saying? From then, I said, the cutoff. You know what I mean? Like, I actually, this is right before, like, I caught that robbery at 16. Like, these were still the same group of dudes. But before we even caught that, as far as like bringing dudes around the way, all of that was dead. You understand what I'm saying? Just due to the fact of that. You know what I mean? So that's what I say as far as, because I can say some other, um, excuse me, I'm sick. You know what I mean? So I could say other things. You know what I mean? But I'm saving those for other songs. You know what I'm saying? This, I just wanted to say the awareness of damn. We thinking that there's an outside. Me. Thinking that there's an outside enemy where the more you stay around your own, you understand that you are developing a newer enemy. Well, not even newer because you're born in it. But then you just start um how you say, like, embracing that. You understand what I'm saying? Not to the fullest, I hope. You understand what I'm saying? But at some point you use justification yourself because you have to. You can't not justify these actions. You know what I'm saying? It's like, look where we in. Like, if a motherfucker pull a gun out on me and I shoot him, that's justification. It doesn't make me less of a pro black person. You understand what I'm saying? It makes you, aware that there's a struggle and not everybody want to hear it. Like, I was watching a video of a young kid out in Chicago. He eyes grilling this old dude. You know what I'm saying? So the old dude start pressing him, and you can see the young kid ready to get, busy after that. But the thing is you engaged in this energy. You see what I'm saying? So it's hard to get at people when it's they can disrespect you and they can back down from disrespecting you, right? Meaning that he ice grilling. The dude felt like, whoa, I don't like that energy. You understand what I'm saying? So he pressed it. But now, if he's pressing it, he becomes this aggravator, and agitator, right? And I remember that. Like, that's why I think I never liked Mobb Deep. I tell people that all the time. I never liked Mobb Deep. You know what I mean? And I remember, walking down the street one day, and out of nowhere, like, a nigga was standing on the corner, and out of nowhere he starts, because I'm like, I'm not ice grilling niggas, and like, I felt comfortable with me, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I had to, I'ma rock you. So I never like really had to, stress that shit. Um, like that. I mean, my head is aware, you know what I mean? That's why if I, I'm a rock you type of a thing. But as far as um looking, for that, you know what I mean? I wasn't into that. You understand what I'm saying? So the dude, he's singing Mobb Deep Shook. But like I said, but out of nowhere. Like, oh, you shook. And, so I looked at him, I'm like, what? So who you talking to? You know what I mean? And he like, yo, then he switches it to, I'm looking for the problem. You see what I'm saying? So now you got the people in the catch-22. You can test them motherfucker to see if they the pussy one, but if they not that one, then you want to back down. But the problem is you already engaged in something where if I was the pussy one, what would you have done? So how you expecting somebody to fall back from that? You understand what I'm saying? It's like, being around, like, say somebody don't know a language. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they don't know. They don't realize that, you might know that language. So, they talking about you. You understand what I'm saying? And, you know what I mean? Like, you reveal, like say you hustling or something and you going to get work and Poppy, he don't know you speak Spanish and he say some shit and you like, whoa, Poppy, and he like, or even, like, being Jamaican and they speak in patois and they don't realize that, you West Indian, you just have, like a English, American accent. You know what I mean? A Yankee. So that means being a Yankee with people from afar, you know what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck you gonna grow up in a house and not know what the fuck they saying? So, you know what I mean? Like, when motherfuckers say certain things and then you might laugh or whatever and they like looking over like how and you be like, oh, and then they like, oh. But then the whole mood changes. Like now you wanna like embrace that person differently. And my thing is what made the difference. I was embracing you. You know what I mean? So those are the things that I just wanted to say. And if I'm rambling, forgive me. Like I said, I'm sick. You know what I'm saying? I like feel like since last night actually. Like I really was going through like I like hot and cold and shit like that. You know what I mean? You probably hear it in my voice right now. So yeah, this is gonna be it right here. I just wanted to give a shout out to King T. Like I said, um, for me, when I look at a lot of the pro black struggle, as far as, and when I say pro black, I mean like it's honest on both sides, meaning that it's a struggle with our people and it's a struggle against those who's against our people. Like if you listen, it's like a, you know what I mean? Don't get me twisted. New York, East Coast, there's people out there, but for the most part, when you hear the so-called struggle, it's because they're getting it out the mud. Dudes is hating. It's internal. Everything is internal. It's this justification for doing fucked up shit and never ending that cycle. And that's where, being from that side is kind of hard to deal with the people who's verbally smart, meaning that yeah, they could say all of that fly shit. You know what I mean? But it's just to mask a a a capitalist mind state. You know what I mean? Yeah, stop, shop. Oh, you put it out, shop. Oh, you know what I mean? Like it's capitalism, and then inside that it's fuck the police and these type of things. So on the East Coast, it was way more um self hate promotion through the drug rap scene than the the gangster rap scene. Not to say that the gangster rap scene didn't open that up. The gangster rap opened the door for the extremities of like a Cool G rap throughout, the rap community. Meaning that, Cool G rap he spit that street shit, but it was, like it was like his area. Like how you got Uncle Murder and you might got Mad Skills and like those are the only people really doing the wrap up. You understand what I'm saying? So with that, you understand that, there's like a certain person who that's their area. You know what I mean? So it wasn't this everybody was, and that's just how that went. But I think that came out of that West Coast gangster rap where the East Coast wanted to express that we get busy too, but like I said, New York is about $10, $20 words. So dudes wanna sound highly intellectual, you know, for the for for their justification. And that's why I tell people too when it comes to the revolution, watch for the people with the fast tongues. And I don't mean New York, I just mean those who will use rational thought versus logical thought. Logical thought is when you have a problem, you know what I mean? You gonna come to the conclusion of what is need to be done to end the situation. Rational thought is what you need to do to simply survive. Like like if I curl up when they kick me type of a thing versus if I grab this dude's leg and yank him down here and got it. You know what I mean? Like that's the total, the opposite between rational and logical thinking. So that's what I wanted to say. You know what I mean? Thank you for hearing me out. This is day 3. You know, Like I said, hopefully I could get over this by today, and if it gets worse, I might not do a show, you know. But if if I make it through, you know what I'm saying. If I make it through, I'll make up, you know, the shows. You know what I mean? Because I do want to have 365 of them. All right, peace. This is your boy Juice Winner. You know what I'm saying? And this is how they killed the Black Revolution 365. Enjoy us as we go through the music and my personal journeys to come to the conclusion of how they killed the revolution, or at least the revolutionist, and me when it comes to jumping out the window for the people. You know? Peace.